Hi guys, welcome to my next play of Touhou on Lunatic. This episode we're starting at stage 3 because I've been starting at stage 1, well, for the other two Lunatic attempts, and do we really need to see those again? Like, they're even on Lunatic, they're still pretty damn easy. Can't say there's anything hard about them, so I decided to skip them to save time because I think last attempt went for like 27 minutes or something. That was crazy. I don't want to hold you for 27 minutes. I'm sure you've got, things to do, if you know what I mean. So, starting off, I've already run out of bombs. You might notice I definitely do bomb a lot. It's something you've got to learn when playing Lunatic. If you think you're going to die, you probably are. Especially since with the randomness of Touhou 6, it's really easy for a lot of balls to just randomly clump up and kill you. And there's really not much you can do about it. Well, unless you're, like, super awesome. I was, like, thinking the other day, I'm like, crap, I've got no lives, I'm, like, on stage 4 or something. I wonder if I gave the controls over to, like, the best Touhou 6 player in the world, so probably, like, someone from another country that's not mine. I don't want to say which one, but you probably know already. So, yeah, so if they took over, I wonder if they'd be able to, like, finish the game. Like, if someone is literally that good and can complete something from nothing. But, I don't know. That'd be interesting to know, but it's like unknowable because no one knows who the best is anyway, because it's not like they had Touhou 6 competitions anywhere. But I suppose there is a world record or something, so that might be useful. Anyway, so everything's going pretty normal. I don't think I've died yet, but I have used... Well, there we go. There's my first death. I just kind of ran into those. I really don't like those diagonal ones. They sort of... Because you're too busy looking at everything else, and like, this one's really hard because you're looking at the knife things, and the white balls kind of camouflage in, well, because you're too busy paying attention to the blue knives. So it's like really kind of off-putting. It's like, yeah, so you kind of stuck between the knives, and you couldn't even dodge the white balls even if you could. I guess all you could really do is like move further down the blue ball path. So here we are to the actual boss. I don't remember how good I do here. I think I do really good on stage 3, and then I kind of screw up at stage 4. And, well, we'll get past stage 4, but I don't want to spoil where I get to. Mainly because I don't even remember myself, even though I did just do this playthrough, like, maybe 10 minutes ago or something. Gee, look at that dodging skill. So much skill right there. It's like, yeah, you're not going to hit me. Look at all those points, and I get a 55,000 spell card bonus. Then again, I sort of do care about points, though. It's like, I was going to say I don't really care, but I sort of do at the same time, because it's sort of like, well, I couldn't care about getting a high score, but if you get more score, you get more lives, and that, like, single life may be the difference between clearing and not clearing, especially when you get hit so damn much from the screen being over-flooded with tiny balls. No wonder this is an Asian game. No, just kidding, just kidding. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing really hard about this. Oh, no, wait, never mind. This is really hard. I hate the... Not that I really showed it there, because I kind of bomb damaged her a lot. But those red ones are a bitch. They have such an angle that... Unless you really, like, go through the knife spaces, there's really not much other way to dodge it. I've dodged it by just, like, going through those giant, like, to the side gaps. But they're really hard because they're so small. Ooh, another life. Gee, I started this stage with 5, down to 4. Well, I just gained 1 then, so I got down to 3, so 2 lives lost. There goes 1 bomb. I sort of do feel a bit cheap with the bombs. It's like, if you're using a bomb, are you really, like, succeeding, or are you not succeeding, or do you deserve it? Now, here I'm stalling at this screen for a bit, because I'm observing how the scoring system works. I didn't know that the times point item... So, how many of those blue things you pick up is really important, because all 3 of those, the amount of players you have, the amount of power you have, I think, though all those values are times by the amount of blue point things you picked up. So, it's definitely worth picking up as many of those you can, because that'll multiply your score by a lot. But as you may have saw down the bottom, I'm getting at the end of my score, I'm getting a times 0.2, which means my score is getting... cut down by 1/5, and the reason is because I'm only because I'm starting with 4 lives. You can choose how many lives you want to start with. And if you start with... if you only start with 1 life, it doesn't get times by 0 point anything. So as you add on more lives, times it by 0.2 less. And if you suck at math and you don't remember much, if you times something by 0 point anything, it'll actually lower the value. Which I'm sure most of you know, by the way. Just, you're not stupid. You're very smart. You're so smart because you're watching me. There's some super brag for you. Okay, so this mini-boss, like, it's sort of hard to dodge, but this mini-boss just dies with 1 bomb, and then it gives you a bomb from it, so there's really not much hard about that mini-boss. Yeah, those knives they throw are a bit annoying, but yeah, you can deal with it, but again, it's kind of random whether or not the gaps are there. It's definitely a lot random. I suppose it comes down to your skill and how much you can look far ahead. But as this is Lunatic, and I don't really, you know, I've so many damn balls on screen, I can't really look ahead that much. So here we got the lasers, and if you kill those fairy things before they get far enough down, they won't actually plant the lasers. So I think I die here. No, I bomb, okay. No bombs left though. So I'm doing alright, not that bad. This is probably my best Lunatic attempt so far, I think. So many bullets. No, I was almost going to do that, then I just like ran into that green one. I was getting really cocky. I'm just like, oh, I can't do these. I'm doing pretty good. No, something really cool happens here. I think it's coming up. Or did that already come and I wasn't looking? I think it might have. Oh, I'll point it out when it happens. Oh, no, it's happening right now. Okay, I think. No, that's not it. Okay. Is this it? No. Like, I go at the top or something. I'm just, like, really looking forward to it, but it's not happening. That might have happened on stage 5, because it was, like, at the end of this, so... Definitely wasn't on stage 4, unless, again, unless I was too blabbing too much to look at the screen and see when it happened, so it probably did happen, because I don't remember much of that being in stage 5. But anyway, up to the stage 4 boss. And I've definitely gotten better at stage 4 boss. I think I only lose, like, 2 lives here, I think. And that sounds like a lot, but... Stage 4 boss doesn't fuck around, so we've gotta use all our cunning. See, I died like heaps on this last time, but I've got the gaps, I can fit through. I'm definitely improved. I've done a lot of practice attempts. Alright, this is post-commentation, if that's not obvious, but I figured I should say that because I didn't say that at the start. Oh boy. This spell card is really easy. It's like, there's just so many gaps, like these huge gaps. Like, I don't have a problem at all with that. But then we start this one. If you don't dodge this one correctly, you might have a bit of trouble. Because you can easily get caught in the red balls here. But that's definitely not the hardest part of the stage 4 boss. I've found this one so far to be the hardest part of the stage 4 boss. Like, these balls, just the gaps get so tiny, and, like, you know, they all fall at different speeds, so it's really hard to predict when gaps will be where, and I go dying because I didn't, like, those balls fell down. I did find it actually easier to stay nearer to the top than at the bottom. I don't know why, but I just kind of did. This one I usually always bomb on because the green balls just clump up like this. It just took a while for them to do it that time for some reason. Every other time I pretty much bomb straight away because the green balls just clump up so quick. I don't know if there's an official word for that, clump up. Just like so many balls, so little space. I don't know. Anyway, I go dying on this one, which again, I usually don't die on this one. I guess this one's sort of random. They depend on where the boss moves, whether or not it's going to clump up or not. And they kind of did in that situation, so, like, here we go. It's like, what the hell's going on here? So I had to bomb, like, twice, which is ridiculous. Or, did I? I don't remember. And then, there we go, this one. I believe I don't die or bomb here, but it's very stressful. Like, I'm on the other side of the screen and not even hitting the boss. But I don't know, I'm too busy dodging the balls. You know, all of a sudden it occurs to me, if I made the screen smaller, so I made it windowed, you'd probably be able to see the boss and the player. But every time I've done that, I found it really hard to play, whether or not it's because you can't, like, see stuff big enough, so It's harder to, like, I don't know, like, see the gaps properly. I always seem to die when I play in Windows, though, and it's, like, native resolution, which is, this is, like, an old game with a retexture pack. I think I mentioned that before. Oh, I'm crazy. Oh, gee, good thing I had a bomb there. But, yeah, so the native resolution for this is, the NTSC standard, which is, 640 by 480. Yet I am stretching it to 1080p because I just love you guys. 1080p definitely takes a lot longer to render than, well, not upscaling it, but then again, before, a while back now, I used to actually output stuff as AVIs, then convert them to MP4 files, but now I just convert them to MP4s when I'm editing. Well, when I finish editing, because it just saves... I don't know if it really saves time, I just think it makes it look better, because the way I was converting them to... No, what was going on was when I was upscaling them as an AVI, it didn't really upscale that good, and it got all blurry, especially when I was only doing 720p then too, so it was getting really bad. So I just said, fuck it, I'll just start rendering them as MP4s, and it looks much better. So don't... There's a lesson for you kids. Unless you know what the hell you're doing, don't... Well, there we go. There's my... there's my game over. I decided to continue since I was cutting out, you know, the first two stages anyway. I figured I may as well continue. Because otherwise this may be only like 10 minutes long or something. I'm not actually sure. Now, what was I saying? I forget. Yeah, right. Don't render as AVIs unless you know what you're doing. The render as MP4s, especially for internet uploads. You're definitely going to need to render as MP4s because they take up so much less space. Oof. Here we go. Yeah, usually I won't bomb here until it gets to the end, but like then these guys come and like, holy shit, and I have to bomb again because I thought those ones that I bombed on the first time were the last ones. But jeez. Oh, well, I was going to say 6 lives. Damn, I'm doing good. But of course, I just got game over, so my lives refreshed. And I got 2 really quick lives, because when you have low points, you can rack up lives really easy. Because the amount of points you need to get more lives increases every life you get. It's not live, it's life. So, again, I've definitely gotten better at the 5th boss, but... not super good. I'm sort of okay at dodging this now. Of course, I just died, but that doesn't really prove my point. But so what happens is like they sort of like arch like around, so that it makes these gaps if you wait long enough. Yeah, you didn't see that, no, because I killed her too quick. Usually, I don't think I'd have this much problem with the non-spell cards, but for some reason they just clumped up on me so much. It's like, no, I don't think so. Well, I suppose I could have dodged that if I was quick enough, but not today. Not today. Okay, so this one I probably have the most trouble with. It just seems there's no gaps. Like, with the fireballs and the knives, or daggers. They're daggers, not knives, you dumbass. Yeah, there's just shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. Every time, anywhere. Every place. Every... Now? No, I fucked them. Okay, no more every words. All the time. So, yeah, this one, you'd think the last one would be the hardest to dodge, but this one actually makes more gaps than you'd think. I actually do a pretty good job dodging this until I run into a knife. I think it's a... No, they're daggers, not knives. Yeah, I just run into one right there. I do like this clock background, though. It's very nice. Nice and, detailed. You know, maybe next week's run, I'll do, without the retexture pack, just so you can see, because everything looks so terrible. Well, it's not really terrible, it's just, you know, worse than this. So, we're up to the final stage, Rain Blood over Elysium. Wait, Elysium? Haven't I heard that before from somewhere? No, I can't possibly think of where I've heard that from. It sounds very familiar to the world that Dust is in, by the way. Well, that's Elysian. This is Elysium, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so I bombed there to get some points. Definitely a lot of bombing early. Oh, I didn't mean to bomb there, though. That was a stuff-up. But thankfully enough, it was still... The bomb went on long enough to kill those last guys there to pick up all the points. Okay, so up to the mid-boss. I don't really have that much trouble with the non-spell card, but the actual spell card, I can do it on normal, but it's just too fast. Like, even me watching the replay, it's just so fast. It's like, holy shit on a shit sandwich. Yeah, I just stole that, by the way. What are you going to do about it? Okay, so up to the final boss. Yeah, skip that text. We don't want that. This first non-spell card, I get so cocky with it, but it's so easy to die. Like, the gaps are really small. I suppose this is Lunatic for a reason. But this one, yeah, I hate this so much. It's like, the normal version of this spell card is, like, easy, but this is so hard. The gaps are so small. Do I have to say that about everything in this? It's like, the gaps are so small, 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 the gaps are so small. Yes. Well, I'm glad I cleared that up. Grays. You don't really have to try that much to get Grays. You kind of just get it over time, but there are tactics you can do to get more Grays. This spell card I hate. Because no matter what I do, I can never dodge this. There's just, like, even though it's going slow, there's just shit everywhere. And, like, you think you're in the safe. Whoa, that's fast. Yeah, remember how I said I never die to this? Well, I die quite a bit to it now, because they're just so fast, and you gotta find the gap. And, of course, that time I was greedy and went after the points. It's kind of hard to know when you go after the points, because if it goes into a spell card, she'll stand around for a bit, but if it doesn't, she'll start shooting at you straight away. So you don't have time to go up and get the points. I suppose you can wait for them to come down to you, but you get more points if you're up the top. That's why they turn yellow. You get more points from the points. And when turn yellow, I mean the number that comes out of the points turn yellow, but I'm sure you know what I probably meant. Oh, something I did not mention at all and completely forgot to mention. For this run-through, I put the sound on the MIDI sounds, so it sounds like it's coming out of like a Super Nintendo or something. I reckon it sounds really cool. I mean, I wouldn't say it's better than the original, but it's just something different and it does sound really cool. More tracks than others. I really like the extra stage boss theme during this. It's like, and that was awesome before. Now it's like just as awesome but different. Sort of like some kind of remix that someone's done. Okay, this one, usually I'll just bomb straight away, but I sort of do a good job dodging until I die bomb. Die bomb, die then bomb, but you don't lose a life. I love it. It's like a fail-safe. Okay, you remember this one, how I suck ass at this one? Well, I sort of, when I say sort of, I just died, so that doesn't prove my point. I think I died like 5 more times or something. No, well, I don't use another continue, so it has to be at least... only at least 3. But there I go, dying again. So my tactic sort of it was just go through, like when they shoot out 4 like that, just go through one of the lines, and when the next time the balls come, they shouldn't hit you. But I don't think that really works. Like the best thing to do is what I think I do it once. You just kind of go through the lines that the 4 balls leave. Like I'm not sure if I'll do it. I don't remember if I did it here or not. It might have been a different playthrough. I did do a couple of tests before this, and they all turned out pretty shit, so this was the one that worked, I guess. And this, like, goes on forever. It's like, am I even hitting the thing? I can't tell. But I suppose the health you take off is only spell card health, so it's going to take a really long time to do this no matter what. And especially since bombs can't hurt her either. No, I didn't do it there. So much dodging, so little time. Oof. It's like the gap's so tight. Ooh, did I really have to bomb there? I don't think so. That was kind of uncalled for. But then again, I think I was a bit shocked, like, oh my god, there's a big ball coming straight for me. I kind of have to bomb right now, but maybe not. But I don't want to die. Because even though I've used a continue, I really didn't want to have to use another one, because, I don't know, it looks cooler the less amount of continues I use, I get more improvement or something. One day I will clear this on Lunatic, and there we go. Well, without using continue, and there we go. That is it finished on Lunatic, and that will be the end of this episode. Well, that was really nonchalant. I don't even know what that word means. Why am I saying words I don't even know what they mean? I guess they use it in movies a lot or something. Anyway, end of the episode. Hopefully next run will be better. I'll definitely try and get the non-textured version. I think I'll have to re-download the game or something. Yeah, I think so. I'm really not sure. Oh well. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next Touhou on Lunatic attempt. Take care till then. Goodbye.